I mean, you know all about the weed shit, right? The weed tax and stuff.
I've heard a little bit.
So we're thinking. I mean, how do you feel about taxing the weed spots? Like, is that something you're interested in, or
It's been getting done.
about it?
I think we got into a little scuffle with Chaos Legion the other day over, taxing them up there.
Which spot have you been taxing though?
I mean, we'll just cruise anyone.
Any of them? Because I don't know. We're thinking like between all the Southside gangs right now. I think everybody gets like their little spot because I think everyone wants a little piece of the pie, you know.
Okay.
So we figure out which one you want. Vagos get one. We'll grab one. Probably share the one with the Dons or something. PSK maybe. And then you hold down your own spot, and then we've all got our own little spot.
So, who are you planning on taxing? Where does this extend to?
Anybody not in the South Side.
As easy as that. Anybody.
What about Rust?
Yeah, they get in tax.
Rust aren't in the South Side.
They paid the tax.
So I mean, if we're gonna go by that logic, the Dons aren't.
What do you mean?
I mean, the Dons aren't a South Side gang.
And we aren't either.
They live right next to our block.
I mean, but Russ only lived down the road.
Yeah, but they don't claim to be a Southside gang.
Right.
They only claim to be a Southside gang when it's convenient to them. You know what I'm saying?
One of your boys?
Yeah,
it's Pluto.
Right. So I mean, that's the only issue that I'd have is if we're gonna start singling gangs out, the Dons aren't really gonna be considered a Southside gang.
How about this? I got a
what kind of
compromise.
exceptions get made? Because I mean, I do business with one or two gangs, you know what I'm saying, from the north side. Some that I'd show more respect than anything else.
Wait, what you mean? Say that again?
So like, say south side of packing weed. I mean, not south side, seaside. Now, I do good business with seaside, so I'm gonna be taxing seaside. But if Mandem, fucking Angels, any other gang not gonna be down here, I'll tax them. Now, just because I don't tax them, don't mean you don't have to tax them, and vice versa.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with that? That just because I don't tax a gang or you don't tax a gang, don't mean we can't tax a gang.
Interesting.
Nah.
So say, look, I'll give you a little example. Say I do business with RM. Now RM's on our weed spot, and I'm like, we're not going to tax you, we do good business, whatever. But I mean, that doesn't stop you from rolling up on them.
Yeah, I get that.
This is what I meant by inconsistencies, Chad. When I
said, I mean, that's your choice on your spot.
When I said like,
100%.
could be different people taxing different shit.
I don't really see it as a problem. If it's your spot, who gives a fuck, right?
Right, bet.
Okay, and with that whole Rust thing and like considering who's Southside and who's not, we were thinking about having like a meeting, like with basically. You remember the Vatos Alliance? Were you there for that?
Nah.
There was like a whole alliance thing, which I'm not about, but the good part that I liked about it was that the gang leaders of every of the South Side would like meet and talk. I want that part, right? So we can have that part where, I'll show up, you show up, OTT shows up, whoever, and we talk about it, all right? And we just take a vote on who's considered in, who's considered out, and that's said and done, right? And if you got exceptions in your own spot, that's in your own spot. This, that, lay down the fine line, get everything,
straightened out so there's no cross lines.
Straightened out, yeah.
Thing is, like, I'm open for dialogue and open to have a chat, but I ain't holding fucking hands with nobody down here.
Nah. That's something we need to all talk about because,
yeah,
like, we're not about this shit. Like, let's say at your spot you got a problem with fucking BBMC, right? That's your problem. Under no circumstance can anyone be like, oh, hey, just because it's a weed tax war, could you supply us with some guns, discount, this, that? If we find out that shit's happening, you're done. Like, you're out that shit, Like, we ain't letting that shit fly. We got to make sure that it's all said and done. Like, GSF and BSK, whoever the fuck, can't ask for fucking favors because shit's going down. They need to know that going into it. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Okay. So if you're about that, then we can, I'll get that shit in order and we'll talk it out in the future.
All right. Sounds good. You can sign us up.
All right. Sounds
perfect.
good.
All right, catch you boys later.
All right. Thank you, bro.